Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. All those that are invisible are filled with Brahman. All those that are visible in the universe are also fully permeated by Brahman. The whole universe has come out of the whole Brahman. Brahman is still full, although the whole universe has come out of that Brahman. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. We are in the second chapter today. Our previous discussion was that truth is to be meditated upon. And the sages meditated upon that eternal truth. And they have seen that this whole universe is permeated by that consciousness. How it is permeated by the consciousness? It is like you find tile sutailam, you see the sesame seed, but you don't see the oil in it. But sesame seed, the oil can be brought out. Tile sutailam. Dadani vasarpi. In the curd, the yogurt, there is butter. You can churn it and bring out. You don't see the butter, but butter is embedded into that. Srotasaraini sarpir apasratasi. Apa means water. Water in the piece, in the flowing river or springs. This is the water only, whatever it may be the spring. And Aroni Shuchagni, in the firewood, this is wood. But there is fire, we don't see it. Fire is invisible, but it can be brought out. How? By churning one over the other. If you rub two pieces of firewood, and by rubbing, fire can be brought out. Similarly, the whole universe is permeated by one absolute truth, Satchidananda. It's called consciousness, bliss absolute. But we don't see it. But it can be seen. And the sages have done that. Te dhyano yogeno anupassat. They, by their process of concentrating their mind in meditation, anupassat, they have the experience, revelation, that the Lord is permeated everywhere. So, and it says, etas geyam. You have to know this truth, this is to be known, that eternally it is existing here, that even now we don't see, but it is here and now. So it is eternally, etas geyam nityameva atmasangastham. It is to be known that it is eternally existing in our own self here also. It is more here than in the whole universe. And nata parang veditavyam hikinchit. After knowing that, you need not have to know anything in the universe. It is all known. Knowing one, you know the all. It is called the, is there any science by knowing which everything can be known? Another Upanishad says, Brihadaranyaka probably. So here it says, nata parang veditam hikinchit. You need not have to know anything, but you know that Brahman means that is the ultimate truth, which permeates everywhere, and every piece, everything embedded with that. And bhokta bhoggang preritarang chamatva sarva proktang trividham brahmametat. Bhokta, the enjoyer, bhogga, the object of enjoyment, and the sense organs which connects us with this. And it's Prerita who directs this. knowing all are absolutely Brahman and nothing else, one becomes totally liberated. Yeah. So, because I don't see, does not mean that the Lord is not present here. God is permeated everywhere, and the examples have been given, beautiful examples. But this meditation is not so easy. Vedanta meditation is very difficult. Therefore, we are praying to the sun god, because the sun is the expression of what? The light. Sun is the expression of heat. Sun is the expression of existence. So when the sun comes, three things comes together. We see the sun, existent. That's called the Sat, part of Brahman. Then we see the Chit, the consciousness, the light, which removes all darkness. That is the Chit. And the heat, that is called the Ananda. So it is more similar parallel example to Satchidananda Brahman. Brahman has three things. It's called Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat is eternal existence, Chit, absolute consciousness, and all absorbing Ananda, bliss. But these are not three qualities. It is one thing. It is only sun. But it is expressed in three ways. Why? Because it is inexpressible truth. Brahman and Atman, which is all pervaded everywhere, it cannot be expressed. Inexpressible truth. That's why, how to express? The sages were very kind to give this anomaly, example, so that we can have a glimpse of that truth. That glimpse is that Satchidananda is the reality. It is all-pervading reality. It is everywhere, and more so in our own heart. And you can feel it. How can you feel it? As with full concentration, you have to take one piece of wood and another piece of wood and rub. Not nowadays, we have all these gadgets. We need not need any rubbing like that, no? In early days, suppose when there are no matchbox, there is no gas and all this use of them, they used to, how they start fire? By rubbing, and flame comes out. So similarly here, you rub in your heart, making the body as your lower piece of wood. And Om mantra, rub, Om. And try to think that Om is all pervaded consciousness. Doing that, meditate, and one day it will flash, it will have a revelation. So that is the main theme of our last chapter's reading. Now, the question comes, we have no power to meditate on the absolute Brahman so easily. It needs much purity of the heart. Those who try to do that, they crack their brain. They find so much of problems in spiritual life because it is too high a thought to be captured by our limited, impure mind. It is capturable by the pure mind, Shuddhaman. Ramakrishna said, pure mind is equal to pure intellect, Shuddhaman, Shuddha Buddhi, and Shuddha Atma, pure self. They are all the same. That means when mind reaches its purity, means it has become one with that truth. It is as good as the truth itself. So therefore, the second chapter starts for us, the beginners, how we can do that meditation. As he said, make your body the lower piece of wood, Om mantra, the upper part. You can do 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, then you get bored. It is very exciting for a few minutes, but all the time doing that meditation, and mind will not be absorbed in any deeper thought. Sometimes fatigue will come. Therefore, start much earlier, beginning. That's why the second chapter says, Junjanaha prathamam manastattaya savita dhiyaha agnere jyotir nichajya prithibhya adhyavarat Junjano, you have to connect Sobita with the Surja, the sun. Prathamam, at the very beginning of your yoga practice, you look at the sun. There is, as I have said in the previous chapter, that you have to meditate by rubbing the upper wood, piece of wood, that is the mantra Om, and lower part is the body. It has been said. But here, that before starting that, it is giving the sun, the effulgent expression of the truth to start with. And it is also one idea, it is, this sun is not merely material sun. Even material sun, see, it induces us into all actions, no? Sun does not do anything. Sun only rises. It is rotating around. Earth is rotating around sun anyhow. The sun does not do anything. But our common day experience, we say sun rises and sun downs. Okay? Sun gets up and goes. Sun does not do anything, but it is in the sky. The whole life cycle of each human being, the birds, reptiles, and the good, bad, the whole world is working because of the sun, is it not? It is 7:42. I'll have to do this. I'll have to go there. I'll have to take bed. I'll have to eat. I'll have to do. Everyone is prompted by prerita. It is the inspirer behind every action of us. Therefore, you have to pray to that. And how to pray? That is being expressed here in this. So Sobita means the sun, and you have to pray to the sun god. Well, that's why in Hinduism, sun is not sun. We call Surja Devata, the sun god. There is a divine consciousness in the sun. Water is not water. We call air is not air. It is the Vayu Devata, the god. That means the conscious something is injected into that material object, and that is there. You have to start praying to those things and try to gradually penetrate into the inner realm of truth. So, as sun is the revealer of everything, and the sun's rays expresses everything in the universe. Dark night, we don't see anything. Everything becomes visible by that. From that part, if we make an analysis, that the rising of the sun in your heart, no? When it will happen, all the darkness of the nooks and corners of our heart will be wiped out. That's why we get the Savitri mantra, Om Bhur Bhuvasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. So that mantra, it is just related to the sun, outside sun. But people should meditate in the heart. The sun is rising like that. And that light permeates this earth, interspace, and heaven and every realm. It is permeated all over. Think of the sun. Starting with the sun, you expand your identity of thinking of the light, all pervaded. And then you think, but I am trying, but I cannot. Therefore, O Lord, please guide my intellect in this type of thought and meditation. Dhiyo yona prachodaya. So, at the very beginning, all our intellect and understanding and all our mental modifications are to be focused on the sun. So, this is the spiritual seeker's prayer. And prayer to the sun may kindly direct his mind and other faculties to the cosmic self. So, we can pray to the light and say, oh light, he is the light of light. So, that is the cosmic self of the self. So, it is saying that to direct my mind, I cannot do that. Oh Lord, please help me. Oh Sun God, please help me. And may kindly direct my mind and other faculties to the cosmic self. Normally, our faculties, mental faculties, mind, intellect, they are engaged in external objects, no? They're seeing all what we call the world. That's why it is the prayer is that they may be turned inward, no? It was externalized. Now we are praying, let my mind move towards that light, eternal. And that is, I cannot think of eternal light. What is that? I have no concept. Therefore, the sun, we take the example of the sun, because we know every day sun rises. We see the sun in the sky. We see its brilliance. We see its heat. It sees the reality. So let that reality manifest. Oh Sun God, you just pray, push my mind towards that truth which is inside. So when you seek the truth, you should first and foremost pray the Sun may direct your mind and intellectual power to the cosmic self. So it is a prayer. Most of us are not capable at the beginning to think of some lofty thoughts. So it is always prayer is very helpful. Even dualistic religion, we all pray to God, no? Only on prayer. Go to the churches, go to the mosque, what do you do? And most of the temples, pray, 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 pray. And what you are praying? Praying to the Lord. Praying to the Lord for what? Oh, let my job be secured. Oh, let my bank account be increased. Or let my this be happen, that may. We are asking like that. But here is a prayer. That was the prayer outside. Now we are turning this way, so that you are praying for the truth to reveal in your heart. You should also pray that it may transfer all the illuminating power of fire to the sense organs in your body, so that your body may be fit to realize the self. So your body, every senses should be purified that way. You should pray, oh Lord, please help me. Oh Sun God, please help me. Seeing the light of the fire or the sun, we can just bring our mind towards inner chamber of our heart, and that to help in that process should pray to God, the Sun God. Now comes the question, what practice do we adopt? What methods should we use to realize the self? Here the Upanishad suggests that first of all we pray. Why should we pray? If I am a non-dualist, if I do not recognize that there is a God outside myself, to whom am I going to pray? Yes, you may raise that question. If I am the only reality, why shall I pray? Whom to pray? The scriptures say that as long as you feel you are separate from the universe, that you have a body, that you are a certain individual different from others, then you have to pray. You may say, I am Brahman, does not mean anything. You say, I am Brahman, so why do you eat? Others eating will be your eating. But I am to eat. So long you have the body identity, you cannot say, I should not pray. I don't believe God. No. When your body identity goes, really your ego dies, then you know that you are that universal cosmic self. But so long the body identity is there, you cannot be Vedantic ultimately. It may be intellectually we can grasp it, but differentiation remains there. So here is the point that scripture says, that as long as you feel you are separate from this universe, I am separate from this, I am separate from you, I am separate from you. This separation, knowledge of separation, duality is there. That you have a body, that you are a certain individual different from others, then you have to pray, because we are too limited in our strength and capacity. How much capacity we have? We cannot sit for 2 hours meditation. Back will hurt, neck will hurt, mind will roam around all the places in the world. Mostly when you think of God, all your other thoughts will come, which you normally don't think, but that it will come to your awareness. So the subconscious mind will bring so many things. So what you are talking, I am that. So better you pray, oh Lord, you know this is my mental condition, please help. Kindly help me so that it can grow. That's why the prayer in the Savitri mantra, Gayatri mantra, it's called Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Dhiyo means our intellect, Ya Na, that Dhi, Buddhi, Na means Asmakam, our that Buddhi be directed towards you. Help me. That is the prayer. This is why we find that even Shankaracharya, he even non-dual, the highest non-dual person, he wrote so many prayers and hymns and went to so many holy places of pilgrimage. This chapter starts out with a prayer to Sobhita. Sobhita means the sun god. Why do we pray to Sobhita? It is natural to think of sun as a symbol of the supreme deity, the creator of the world. It matches with that. The earth is created, so we are all created from the sun. Sun from patches came to all the planets, and earth is only one of the planet. So we are all born of sun, no? If you say everything is born from Brahman, it has a similarity. This thing of the earth is coming out of the sun. So there is a similarity. Brahman is their origin, everything has come out of it. So in that sense, you can think of that supreme deity. Because it is so great, so vast, so powerful, and it is also the source of our light. Without the sun, things cannot grow or live. It is this world, however, that attracts us. So we ask for Sobhita's help to enable us to withdraw from the world. I want to renounce, I want to go to the source of the world, which is Brahman. Please see that these sense organs do not draw me to the physical world. Normally it draws, no? 24 hours you see, you are seeing through the eyes. How many cameras? It is a camera, no? How many photos it has taken today? 1 million? Endless, no? I'm looking at another picture. Wherever I take it is always picture, no? How many pictures it has taken? So it is so distracted outside. That's why the eyes run for the outside thing. Ear runs for the outside sound, no? Tongue runs for the food. So soft or hard, the skin can feel. So these are all projected outside. Therefore, you have to withdraw that into the inner realm, that practice. Please unite my mind, my intellect, and all my organs with the knowledge of Brahman, so that I can realize the truth. If we want to meditate successfully with any degree of concentration, then we have to withdraw our mind and all our organs from the external world. Actually, perfect meditation means like that, no? Perfect meditation, Sri Ramakrishna was perfectly concentrated in the thought of the reality, and now the bird is to come sometime in his head, sit to pick some food on his head, sitting there, and he is oblivious of that. Now that is the intensity of concentration. There is an extraordinary level of concentration. Then we have to withdraw, but our all spiritual sadhana is to withdraw our attention from external to internal. And our mind and our sense organs sometimes work in opposite direction. One part of our self may pull it in one way, another part in another way. If the mind and the sense organs are very much disturbed, always moving here and there, we cannot meditate. So we pray that they may work together so that we may attain supreme knowledge. Therefore, I am praying for grace of God or grace of the sun God, through which the sun is manifesting before us. Now, second verse. Yukteno manasavayam devasya savituhu sarve suvargeaya shaktya. By the grace of the shining God, I am praying, by the grace of shining God, we shall fix our minds on the cosmic self. Yukteno manasa, connecting our mind, concentrating on Vayam, we all, Devasya Subitu Save. That we will, Vayam we, Yukteno manasa, with our mind focused on the cosmic self, Devasya Subita, saved by the grace of effulgent sun, Suvargeya means meditation and like activities which lead to heaven. And I shall concentrate to the best of our ability. So that I will try by the grace of the shining God. I am praying to God who is effulgent. We shall fix our minds on the cosmic self. So some people do that. Sun salutation they do, no? In the morning time they do pranam, Surja pranam. Java kusuma sankasang kashyapeyang mahadduting tantoring sarvapapagnang pranatosmi divakaram. In Hindu culture is such, they put God in everywhere, and there in the morning time, some people, every person used to do that in early days. No, modern, we have become very modern, so we have given up all those things now. In the age of, what you call, internet and modernity, who is going to pray like that? The machine prays for us. So it says that this Java Kusuma Shankasam, like the color of the Kusum, Java food, hibiscus flower, no? Shankasam. Kashyapeyang Mahaduting. It is like red like this, Mahaduting, great effulgent. Dantaring Sarva Papang, which drives away all types of sins, meaning ignorance and darkness. Dantaring Sarva Pranatosmi, I salute the sun, that sun. See, that's the point, that taking the advantage of the sun and praying to sun, I am saluting, so give me your grace, your blessings, so that I can concentrate my mind inward. So by the grace of the shining sun God, we shall fix our mind on the cosmic self. That's a resolution, no? We will do that. We shall meditate and practice similar activities which lead to union with the cosmic self. So I will do that. I will meditate, try to meditate, and to practice all other activities which will help me to withdraw my mind from the external and pull it down into internal or cosmic self here. We shall concentrate on this as best as we can. Now the third verse is Yuktaya manasa devan suvarjato dhiya divam brihad jyoti korishato svita prasubhati tan. This Sanskrit is very old Sanskrit. Old Sanskrit means ancient languages. Sanskrit is modern Sanskrit is there. It's every language, no? Modern English, old English, no? It's so much different. But that's why it is very little, not very commonly what we read in other scriptures. Yuktaya manasa. May the sun please join. Yukta means join. Yuktaya manasa. Join my mind. What I am saying? Oh sun, God. Suvarjato dhiya divam. You connect, oh sun God, please connect this mind to the cosmic self. You can help me to connect my mind to the cosmic self. May the sun please help me, join in my effort to train my mind to move it to the cosmic self. All my sense organs will then be directed towards the cosmic self. If mind goes, all the senses will go there. Is it not? Mind is the boss of all the sense organs. The eyes I am seeing, I cannot see without the connection of mind. If my mind is somewhere else, I will not see. Though the retina will catch the image, but I will not see anything. If my mind is somewhere, what I am saying you will not hear. You will miss those words. So mind is called the boss of all other mind, other organs. 5 organs of the senses and perception, 10 indriyo, 10 senses. Mind is called the 11th sense organ, and that is the master of all the 10. He controls all. That's why in the example is given in the 10 horses. 10 horses, and the reins are called the mind. Example, in ancient time, in the war, they used to have 5 horses this side, 5 horses that side. But the driver will sit and control everyone by the pulling of the rope. So that is the 10, but each will go in its own direction, but cannot go because of the rein. That rein, that is the mind. And who is holding the brain? It is the buddhi, the man who is driving. This buddhi is driving by whose? The back, the boss is sitting, take me this way, take me that way. No? So this is the example of the horses and the mind, and mind controlling the senses. So here it is said, all my sense organs then will be, if the mind, sun, if may the sign please join my mind to the cosmic. You are boss. Oh God, sun God, connect my mind with the sun behind the sun, the eternal sun. And I am praying to you, and all my sense organs will then be directed. Sense organs automatically will come here. If the mind goes there, all the sense will have to go there. Therefore, control of the senses will happen. May he then give the sense organs the requisite discriminating power. When it is withdrawn, and may, O Sun God, give that in knowledge to each sense organs to have a discernment, idea of discernment, what is good, what is bad, so that it will pick up only the good thing, to realize the luminous self. My goal is to realize that luminous self. So, Sun God, please help by connecting my mind with the cosmic self, so that mind moves towards the cosmic self and not to the distracting objects of the universe. So it is pray, pray, pray. It is even before you start your meditation, this prayer goes. That's why in our day-to-day practice also, if we can make this habit to pray, to make the mind ready, and then I am trying to do this, oh Lord, please help me to concentrate my mind. I cannot control by my own effort. And here those who substitute it with the Sun God, they will say the same prayer, because there is cosmic energy everywhere. Everywhere there is energy. The cosmic consciousness is everywhere. So we can pray in the effulgent, most effulgent thing. God can be seen in the Bhagavad Gita also says. God is everywhere, but He is more manifest in some places. No? Everywhere, the governor. Governor can stay anywhere in the state. No? But to find governor, you have to go to governor house. Similarly, there is a house, big house, there is guard standing outside. But that is the Lord God everywhere. But there is special places, special manifestation in the sun, in the moon, in the stars, in the galaxies, in the infinite ocean. Where everyone sits on the beach, and his or her mind will be big for a few minutes at least. That's why everyone likes to go to the beach. And it is never bothering. It does not become tiring, no? Because though it is all the same rambling of the waves, but it leads to the vastness. That's why it does not bother much. So it is a prayer to the Sun God. The Upanishad gives here a prayer to Śvetāśvatara to turn our sense organs inward. Shankara says that Subarjato means that organs withdraw from the sense objects and turn towards the self. Subha refers to the self, Subha, the Atman, and Jataha means entering or turning towards. According to the Upanishad, the most important thing is for us to know ourselves, to know who we are. If we do not know that, we are helpless. But we cannot know ourselves unless we turn our minds from the external world. If we are very much occupied with the physical enjoyments and distractions, we cannot experience supersensuous joy. That's true. It is the mind, no. If the mind is engaged this way, mind cannot think of the other side. Suppose we are all reading this Upanishad, no? Our mind is not thinking of anything else. Is it thinking anything now? Because we are talking about it, the senses and the mind are all connected into one place and we are absorbed here. But just stop it, then other thoughts will come in. So the question is that if we are very much occupied with the physical things, physical world too much, and engrossed into that, we cannot experience supersensuous joy. This is sensuous joy, sensory joy. Eyes can give some beautiful object and give us joy. Ears can give us beautiful music, a joy. Like that, it is a sensuous joy. Senses can give us the touch of the sense object and that creates some joy. It is Ramakrishna said, Vishaya Ananda. Ananda, the joy arising from Vishaya, this object, sense objects. And higher is Bhajana Ananda. You do bhajan, singing, chanting, praying. There is a joy of that, bhajana ananda. And then you go deeper and get into absorption, then brahmananda, what you are talking about. Let our mind be drawn inward into the cosmic self, and that cosmic self is cosmic Brahman, that is my own reality, and get absorbed there. So if the Upanishads are clear, however, that tena tyaktena bhunjita. In the Isha Upanishad says, if you want to enjoy the world, then learn to enjoy the world by renouncing the world. It's a very confusing word, no? Huh? You want to enjoy the world, then you renounce the world and enjoy it. How is that? How can you renounce the world and enjoy? Isha vashyam idagam sarvam jatkincha jagatyam jagata. You renounce jagatyam jagata. That which is moving and changing, renounce that. And hold on to that which is unchanging. Understand? Isha vashyam means you cover the whole universe with Isha, the supreme consciousness, the absolute Satchidananda. Isha vashyam idagam sarvam. What you see, this table, chair, floor, roof, space, cover everything with that consciousness. Isha, this Paramatma, Shankaracharya says Paramatma, the Supreme Self. Isha, Bhashyam, it is to be covered. Or you see that it's permeated by that Isha. How I enjoy that? Tena tyaktena bhunjita magridha kasya siddhanam. Then you enjoy by giving up the transient side of it, the changeable side of it, which has born, which will be decay, which will die away. Forget that side. But what is unchanging behind? So that is the way of how we'll get it? Only by concentration. To peep into each object. What is behind this? What is behind this table? What is behind this empty space? That's why Vedanta Vicharo comes. Discrimination, discernment. So give up. But this giving up is for the most part mental. You know? All our renunciation, more of a mental. Physical helps us to go to that mental total detachment. Otherwise, We can talk about renunciation, but renunciation does not happen unless it is in the mind. People enjoy in the mind. People renounce in the mind. You may have enough money, but if you can detach, then you are a renouncer. And I have a penny, and I can think day and night of the penny, then I am a attached person, no? So renunciation is not the external thing only. Renunciation more of the internal. So he says, a poor man may give up gold, good food and other things. But this is not renunciation. He gives them up because he is forced by circumstances to do so. No? His renunciation is physical but not mental. Understand? That is the distinction between one person who is homeless and one person who is a monk. You go to India, monks have nothing. They are homeless. They move from one place to another place. They get some food, whatever they get by begging. If they don't get, they don't eat. Where to lie down? Lie down under the grass, upon the grass. Grass thy bed, sky thy roof. This house has a roof. What is the sky for a monk? A sky, big sky. It is my canopy. This is my roof of my house. And they live so happily. They have no food, no position, no bank balance, nothing, health insurance. How they survive, you know? We cannot think in this country, no? Without health insurance, how can you survive one day? No? But in India you go, millions of monks are there. No health insurance. What health insurance? Anything happens. Then who will take care, or what will God will take care. So that is the renunciation. It's the mental renunciation. No? Even one person who is in the household, maybe in a home with money and this and that, mentally they can feel that renunciation, detachment. So that is the renunciation, not the external renunciation is everything. True renunciation means that you give up mentally, that is, there is no hankering left in the mind for fun and enjoyments of life. So again and again the Upanishad tells us to pray that we may not be attracted to things that are not essential. So that is the point. Upanishad teaches us, renounce, means detach, and live a life of freedom. Then again we pray to Sobhita, may train our mind and sense organs and make them fit for experience of Brahman. Later in the Upanishad, we shall see what happens when we practice yoga. Our bodies and organs change. Through proper disciplines, they are made fit to receive the experience of Brahman. Some people find that their health becomes completely shattered because so much power comes from this experience and their bodies were not prepared for it. When the spiritual experience comes, that's why many people, they cannot hold that energy in the body. Tremendous reaction happens. Why? It is a tremendous energy. Our bodies are not wired for that, no? Wiring of the house wiring. House wiring, this is my common example I give. This house wiring all are made of 100, the wire whose capacity range is 110 to 220, no? Volt? Is it not? 110. Now, someone sends 1000 volt current through this. What will happen? So the body, boom. He will cranky, he will see most of the things which is disturbing and body cannot take, and doctors cannot heal such patient. That's why you have to do everyday practice. So that the capacity of the wire, the nerves, our wires are our nerves. Nerve strength will increase by practicing every day, practicing thinking of purity, thinking of love, thinking of holiness, no? That center, that in a level of capacity to withhold further emotional energy, it will be possible only. So Sri Ramakrishna used to say, can a 1 seer pot hold 5 seers of milk? A small container cannot contain 5 seers of 1 pound water pot cannot contain 5 pound water. So that Ramakrishna gave. It is all right to say, I want to see God, I want to realize self, but we have to have the requisite body, organs and mind. Body should be strong, mind should be strong, and organs, the sense perception, they will be, every day will be, Gita says that in every sense the power of receptivity will be increasing. Your eyes will be so sharp. Swami Vivekananda used to go one place and he described that as if he is there for whole life. The people who live there, they cannot describe that place. His eyes are so sharp. What he hears becomes his asset. Bas, once heard, finish. So such capacity of these organs of perception and organs of action, the mind and the body become. That's why it's called, Upanishad says, Asishta, Drodishta, Balishta, Medhavi. One person's spiritual practice should be good health. Asishta, Balishta, strong, powerful. Balishta, Asishta, Balishta, Drodishta. And Dridho, form. Not with little emotion will be start. What happens for us? Anyone having little experience of the spiritual experiences, little something happens, they are overwhelmed. No, nerves should be strong. Swamiji says, muscles of steel, nerves of steel, and muscles of iron. See, the body should be such, muscles will be like iron, and nerves will be like steel. That means it will be able to hold the spiritual energy. So that's why it is said, we have to have a requisite body, organs and mind, otherwise they will not be able to stand the force of experience. This is where the science of yoga helps. It sharpens the tools of our senses, organs, so that we can realize the self, and it also keeps its organ fit. So yoga practice says, asana, no? Eightfold path of yoga, what does it say? Jama, niyama, then asana. Asana means exercise, so that your physical fitness. And then you go for pranayama, to control of the mind side, physical side, mental side. And then you go to concentrate the mind, withdrawing the mind inward. No? So there are steps. That's why here this Swamiji says, this is where the science of yoga helps. It sharpens the tools of our senses, sense organs, so that we can realize the self, and it also keeps the organs fit. So, dhiya means by the power of discrimination or discernment. You must discern so that you can withdraw yourself from this material world. You can easily analyze what is permanent, what is impermanent. And if you really understand it is impermanent, mind will not go there. Suppose, if you know, for a very, very common day example, very ordinary example, a person loves another person and it is very fluctuating, every day changes. That person will go to love that person, or that relation will stop. If anyone wants a relationship, but that they say that they're fickle, today one thing, tomorrow another, third day, will that love continue there? Similarly, if the fickleness is there, impermanent, that means mind is impermanent, and that is working that way, it does not work for her. We want on always secured something, and what is permanent. So that is the point. Dhiya means powerful, the analytical mind should be there. The onus is always on you. You have to use your intellect. You may pray to Sobhita, the sun god, but then you must also do your part. By using your power of discrimination, you connect your mind and sense organs with the self. So two-way effort. One is prayer, Second is dhiya, by your intellect. Use your intellect every day. I like this. Okay, you like. Analyze. Is it permanent or is it impermanent? For your survival in your life, you need to eat, that's okay. But I like this and I like this, when you say, is it permanent? If you get that, will you be happy? So all this analysis can be brought into mind to say, yes, it is. If I get it, is okay. If I don't get it, that's okay. So you become detached there. Instantly you are becoming powerful. You are not subject, a slave of the senses. We are slave of the senses. Anything I like, this is my sensitive universe is producing me, and I like this over this. But when one really improves in that analytical mind, yes, I get it. I can get it. Will it be up to my satisfaction? I will be perfectly, and see, mind will say no, after give some, sometimes it said, you enjoy the minimum things of life. And see, if you want to eat something, go and eat. Then tell your mind, yeah, hey, you ate. What is the experience? Are you happy? Will you be going tomorrow? No, that is good, I like to go second time. Okay, go second time. Then you tell, are you happy? That's called discrimination. Not stopping, but giving the experience and helping to understand it is impermanent. So where shall I be happy? That the mind will tell me. That's why I say only prayer will not do. But our self-help is necessary. This is a very important point in spiritual life. We say God's grace, grace, grace. But self-effort is also there. God has given, we are praying to God, we know. But already God has given us certain power, let us utilize it in full extent. And when we get that, then we can say, oh Lord, I am helpless. I tried my best. No? Ramakrishna gave the example. The cow is tied with a tethard, no? With a pole, and the grass, so far grass is there. And if the cow does not eat them and feel hungry for outside something, the cowherd boy will not lift that pole to put it in another place to where there is more grass. So we have to exhaust our energy, our understanding to, do I want the truth or impermanent, which is impermanent? Give your experience for experience, knowledge, give once, twice, thrice, but not like a fool. But to teach ourselves, yes, you got it, but you are not satisfied. Okay, you get second time, try it. You didn't satisfy. Third time, go on. Or automatically mind will be. It is also common example. Suppose you have visited Hawaii several times, no? And you have not seen the, Niagara Falls. So two opportunity has come. Someone is I say, you can go to Niagara Falls, a free ticket, and you can go to Hawaii, free ticket. So what will you select? Because you have gone to Hawaii several times, you will say, no, I have seen. Let me go to Niagara. Is it not? See, your experience with analysis, this will be the result. That I have done that, better to see something new where I can get more joy. And that is the process of leaving one which is impermanent to the permanent, impermanent to the permanent. So, by using your power of discrimination, you connect your mind and sense organs with the self. You enter into the self in that way. Karishyata, our sense organs can reveal. Karishyata means our sense organs can reveal, can discover the self within. We want to enter into the self and discover the self. So we ask Savita, the sun god, to prepare our mind, our intellect, and our sense organs in such a way that we can attain self-knowledge. Please, and prayer is that please strengthen these organs, help them. That is the meaning here. So, a very practical suggestion. We can use them in our life. The reading is one thing, and also try to practice it. That is more meaningful. Hmm? Nothing new in Vedanta, no. All the time we read the same words, but this way, that way, making little, looking from another angle only. But truth is same. Love God. And so I end here today. And if you have any question, Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Paramastu. Oh, why did I end? I ended verse number 3 I ended, no? 3. 1, 2, 3. So we learned today that we should pray to Sun God, but that does not mean that only that is the way. We can pray that we also pray in another way. We say, oh God, do this, oh Mother, do this. Anyway, the same energy we call in different names. So we can pray, oh Divine Mother, help me, oh Ramakrishna, help me. No? The same thing. Only sun is taken in the ancient example, because in ancient time there is not much symbology. There are not, like previously it was not much, forms were worshipped. It is mostly the sun, rising sun, the sky, the moon, those are visible, and people used to meditate on them as an expression of the spiritual truth.
Also, sun is more secular. Like if you tell Jesus or Ramakrishna, then one type of
Yeah, people may not like, but sun is universal. Everyone can in the whole world, no one will have any objection to feel the sun as an expression of consciousness, as an expression of light, as an expression of ananda, joy, heat. So they're more universal. And that's why early days the Upanishads are all universal. Most of the teachings of the Upanishads are so universal that it is for everyone. It does not matter, it will not bother anyone belonging to Christianity or Islam or any other. That's why Vedantic background is very helpful in spiritual life. And do your practice whatever your religion says, but at the same time to understand that unity is behind that. So today no question, very good, good sign. So tomorrow Swami Sumanashanandaji's gospel class, please come at 7:30 in the evening. Om Shanti 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 Sri Ramakrishna Arpanastu.